sure by now you all have seen the viral Apple UI animations on Instagram and like literally everywhere else. So in this video we are going to recreate this UI animation which I created inside of After Effects. I literally created a reel which consisted of all the effects and all the editing styles that I know in After Effects. One of that was this clean UI animation, which is exactly what we are going to create in this video. So without any further delays, let's just get right into it. So this is the video that I was talking about. You can see this is the behind the scenes, or this is the work that it took to make this video. So we are going to recreate this UI animation. So let me just show you how this is the one. So as you can see, literally everything is created inside of After Effects. That is the number one thing that I like, like the most about this software, because you can literally create everything inside of the software and you don't need to go look out for the assets and all. So this whole scene has been created inside of After Effects. So let's just quickly create a new composition that will be a 4K composition. So the first thing that we'll do is just create a solid. So for that, press Ctrl+Y, and then I'm just going to select almost black color and click OK. And then we are going to select the rectangle tool and just create a rectangle. And then what we are going to do is just go to the rectangle properties, content, rectangle path, and increase the roundness. Almost 200 to 215 is looking good. And then go to this pan behind tool and then just try to just make it on the middle. And we have gotten our UI card. So just name this UI card. So we are going to color this card. Go to fill and then select this radial gradient and click OK. And then you'll see these two little circles. So we are going to move this circle all the way here and this one almost here. So it is going to create a kind of this color thing. So we are going to go here and select this color and make it almost black. And then we are going to select this color, and this one is looking good, so I'm not going to do anything with that, and click OK. And you can just adjust it kind of like this. Yep, that is looking good. And finally add a stroke also, but add a stroke of almost, let's see, 15 is looking good. Change the stroke to a linear gradient. So we are going to click OK, and the linear gradient will be like this, the normal one, black to white to black. And you'll again see this two little circles. We are again going to make it here, so the white one looks here, and then we are going to just create this. So this creates this almost like fading kind of look, that the card is fading into the background. Yeah, it is kind of cool. Now before applying the finishing effects, we are going to create the text boxes and the text. This is where the real thing happens. So UI and UX is all about designing and simplicity. So you are going to use the fonts which are simple and which are used by the companies. So the font that I found, which was like pretty clean and you must have seen all over the internet in the UI animations, are these. So the first one is Europa Grotex SH. So this is a pretty clean looking font. I use it on my captions in Instagram. Many people use it because again it is pretty clean. So we are going to type our text that I was saying. So pause. So let's just select this and make it on the middle, and let's just go to align tool and make it on the middle, and increase the size a little bit. And then what we are going to do, as you can see, this is kind of not matching our scene or not matching the background. So we are going to go to this. So we are going to right click on this text layer and then go to layer styles and then select gradient overlay, which will create a gradient like this. And then we are going to go to gradient overlay and edit gradient. Let me just kind of tilt this so it comes to the middle almost. So let's just set it to 0. Yep, this is looking good. And then we are going to select the white, make it almost kind of gray, and then also select it here and also make it dark gray. So as you can see, it is almost looking like the text is also fading into the darkness. I just make it a little bit light. Yep, this is looking good. Let's just see what was the second thing. Yeah, the second text. So now what we are going to create is the second text. So we are going to set it here, and then we are again going to change the font this time. So the font that Apple uses is called the SF Pro. So we are going to search SF Pro and then click on medium, and there's this quite specific spacing between the fonts, but we are going to let it to be on 0 for this time. We are going to change on the next naming section. So let's just decrease this also, and then we are going to change the color to almost dark gray. As you can see, the whole scene is coming out to be pretty clean and pretty cool. The next thing that we are going to do is create the name boxes. So we are going to select the rectangle tool, come here, change the fill tool to solid, and we don't need the stroke, so we are going to set it to 0, and then just simply create a naming section. So this is looking good. Go to rectangle path 1 and increase the roundness all the way, so it creates kind of this shape which looks like a name box. So we are going to name this as name box 1. Come here, just make it to the middle. Let's just change the color to a dark gray. All the colors, by the way, are here will be kind of dark and moody, because I like dark and moody colors. We are going to simply duplicate this and make it slightly down. So yeah, that is how it is looking right now. Let's just make it more dark so it matches the scene more. 2F, copy the color code, open this up, paste the color code. Yep, this is looking good. Lastly, create a button. So we are going to change it to, this time let's just say red, and create a button. Select this, go here, select this and move it to the middle. Rectangle path and roundness, increase it. So I think it is looking kind of cool, I would say round. So we are going to just decrease the path. So we are just going to just a little bit decrease this, and yep, this is looking good. And then again we are going to name this button and again change the color to a darker red and apply a stroke also. Yep, and I'm going to make it a little bit gray. So we have our basic UI done. So this is our UI, that is how it is looking. Now we are finally going to add the text. So we'll just select the text tool and again add a text. Let's just select this text. We're going to decrease the size to about 85, and then just kind of make it here and increase the tracking to 20 pixels. That is how much it is on Apple devices, to be specific. And the color is already gray, so we don't have to change that. I'm just going to duplicate it and move it down, aligning it, and then finally last one, I'm just going to duplicate the because text and move it up, and then place it here, and I'm just going to remove the gradient because it is not required here. So let's just go and change it to a gray text. The scene, the designing is already completed, and this is how you create every scene inside of After Effects. The first thing that you need to do is design the whole scene. Don't look at it as video editing. This is more a kind of designing or graphic designing stuff or UI UX designing stuff. You have to first design and then worry about the animation thing. So we have completed our design, and now we are going to animate the whole scene, or the everything. So before animating, I just want to share with you a very important or really important stuff. So in After Effects there is a tool, or there is a thing called parenting. So what it basically does is that, let's just say you are animating this box. So let's say I'm going to animate it from here to here. Now as you can see, as I have animated the box, the text is left behind. Now you may say that you just have to copy and paste the animation properties to the text. Yes, you can do that, but first of all it is pretty time consuming, and second of all, every time you want to change your animation or you want to keyframe or you want to set the graphs, it will ruin your animation. So for that, what we do is go to here and I just undo the thing, and I'm going to select the video editing text and come here. As you can see, it is written parent pick whip, and then I'm just going to select it and drop it on the name box 2. Now as you can see, when I will animate it, the whole thing is moving, as you can see. So let's just say I'm going to animate it like here to here. Now as you can see, the both things are moving together. So we are going to parent the each text with the boxes and then to the whole card. So this is how it is going to be done. So let's just move the parent to the button is the future to name box 1, and then I'm simply going to parent the yes to button 1, video editing to name box 2 is the future to name box 1, and UI animation to UI card and because to UI card. And if you're animating the whole scene, it is better to parent all the things to the card. So as you can see, name box 1 has no parent, so I'm just going to parent it to the UI card and button to the UI card and this name box 2 to the UI card. Now everything is parented to this UI card. If I wanna animate this, the whole thing will move together. So yeah, that is the thing. Now let's just quickly animate this thing. We are going to set the first keyframe right here, move a few frames forward, set another keyframe, move here, bring it down, and yeah, let's just composition settings and then just trim it to 10 seconds. Let's just say to 1 second, and let's just easy ease the thing. Select these two keyframes and press F9 to easy ease. Now this is how the effects is looking. Let's just quickly go here, select this graph, and do this. Yep. And one more thing you can do is come here to this motion blur effect and enable the motion blur to everything, and then it will kind of be heavy on your machine, but it will add the sauce. Now one more thing that I forgot to add is the sign effect. So it is the last effect, I promise it is the last effect. So we are going to search for light sweep, and we are going to just right here go to smooth, and we are going to move it right here. Yep, now the scene is completed. As you can see, you can animate the light sweep also. So the scene comes in. Now the first thing that I want is to just animate this text effect. Now one more thing that you can do to kind of make this, as you can see, the sign effect is not applying to these layers because the card is at the bottom. So you can just duplicate the card, move it up, and then change the light setting to add cutout. Now this will be applied to the whole thing, over the things. So I'm just going to delete the light sweep from here, and as you can see, now it is looking much better. So I'm just going to animate the text one by one. So I'll go here. I'm just going to show it you one time and then skip the rest of it because I know the video is going to be pretty long. So we are going to open the properties, go to animate, click on position, and then add properties, opacity, and just kind of decrease it and decrease the opacity. Go to range selector, advanced, click it to character is good, and offset to 100 now, and go to ease low to 100 and offset, animate the offset, move few frames forward, and this is how it looks. As you can see, it is looking kind of fast, so I'm going to just use it right here. That is looking good, and then select all the keyframes and press F9. The same with this one also. So that is how we are going to animate the whole text. And for this, for the next UI animation thing, so I'm going to select this animator, Ctrl+C, and UI animation, Ctrl+V. Go to here, advanced, characters, 2 words, and increase it a little bit. As you can see, this is how it looks. And then we are going to copy this animator here and apply it to is the future, from here to here, and after that apply it to video editing. As you can see, the scene is pretty complete now. We are just going to animate the name box lastly. Go to here, rectangle properties, rectangle path, click on this size, animate the size. So as you can see right here, we are going to unlink this and move it to when it ends. So this is how it looks. Now, lastly, the button. The button is pretty, kind of easy. So, video editing. So set the position here. Move it down. Let's just open the opacity. T for the opacity property. If you haven't seen my After Effects mastery class, go and watch that. It will explain all the things of After Effects in just literally 30 minutes. So watch that class if you are feeling kind of lost here. And then after animating it like this, so what I'll do is just quickly select the opacity, select all the keyframes, press F9 and do the same with this also. By the way, this graph is what mobile phone also uses. This is a pretty famous graph, high to low speed graph. And then I'm just going to copy the opacity keyframes because the opacity will not be applied to the text effect, and then paste it. Just kind of extend the keyframes. Yep, this is looking pretty good. Now, finally, our whole scene is completed, and this is how it is looking. As I don't like the speed of this, I'm just going to increase it a little bit. So that is how you can create Apple style or UI UX style animations inside of After Effects without using any plugin or any other extra stuff. You can actually save this project file for your future purposes. You can just simply come here, just change the text effect and play with the keyframe timings to match the speed of your speaking, and you can just simply export it to create your use it in your next video. So yeah, that was it for today. If you are looking to save time as a video editor and edit more videos or take on more clients, then you can check out my assigned presets and hooks pack. The link will be in the description. You can check out all the other products that I have on my Gumroad. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep creating. Bye.